It's the Game of the MTGO Show.
Trying to decide if Lava Spur Boots or Soul Guide Lantern is going to be more important here. Breach is like not a legal legacy card, right? I don't think Lantern does anything. It does sack to Bombardiers, but I think we're activating Saga next turn. And that's the current plan. What is this matchup? Good question. I feel for my opponent. I was trying to kill a Swift Spear earlier. Hey, Pernoble, don't shut out lines before I've taken them. That's backseating, whether you intended to be or not. I'm obviously going to get Shadow Spear against the red deck, but rein it in. Kilby wins. Seems like a spot for Fury. I almost like Trinisphere. Pyroblasts, of course, coming out of the main deck. I wonder how useful those Vexing Baubles were. I mean, they probably cut Pyroblast, right, after seeing them. Trinisphere probably better. Force of Vigor is a cute answer to their 2-drop. Haywire Might's interesting to jump for a turn. Yeah, Loam's not very good here, huh? Wasteland 2. I think we can do like that, maybe. I still need lands to pitch to the Mox Diamond, so I can't cut all the Wastelands, but it does look a little on the dead side, huh? Yeah, it doesn't kill Eidolon, but gaining life is still good, Keneld. Ooh, this hit is terrible. Little worried about Price of Progress. Rift Bolt suspended. So that stupid Bobble would have countered the Rift Bolt if I'd had one here. Oh, you know what I was supposed to do? Play the Mox Diamond out in case of Eidolon. Unpunished. Hello. My Mox Diamond has been smashed to smithereens. Yeah, I think just playing the Pyroglyph is better than activating Saga. Especially when they showed me Smash the Smithereens. And then next turn the Saga dies, and that'll pump it. You could go get Boots, and then, like, put it on Reflection, and then copy Pyrogoyf. The issue is, like, the Boots would need to survive, and the Reflection would need to survive, which seems unlikely. Cute line, though, huh? Yeah, giving them a Smash the Smithereens target, it's a little brutal. You could just not. Yeah, I don't know if I'm supposed to Bobble or Wasteland turn 1. I assume Waste. Next turn, I'm going to fetch out a basic Mountain and play Vexing Bauble off of it. And then I can play Fable the turn after. Vexing Bauble's pretty new. It made a lot. It came out in Modern Horizons 3. And it doesn't really see a ton of Modern play. It sees a little bit of Modern play. But it's mostly a Legacy card. It's like a really important Legacy card. People play it in Vintage, too. Well, if drawing the 6, maybe I should have gotten. Maybe I should have just played out the Forest. No idea if it got restricted in Vintage. It did. Cool, cool. Does wasting lose value after the opponent ponders? Sort of. The thing about wasting is, like, we're on the draw. So, like, if you could trade 1 for 1 on the draw, you would just do that all day, right? You start with 8 cards, your opponent starts with 7. Your opponent's also much more likely to miss their land drops, as we're seeing, when they're on the draw. It'd be cool to get Pyrogoyf down here. I think what I'm going to do... Well, if they're wasting, then I'm gonna play my Loam off of my Goblin here, I think. Oh, shoot up. Hey, yo, it's Dan. Thanks for the sub. What do I want to discard? I can discard the Loam and then dredge it off of this, right? I probably want to do that. Bin the Loam, bin the Fable. Hey, we found a Formless Genesis. That's kind of cool. Yeah, if we had a different matchup, a different plan here with this draw, then like fucking playing our 7/8 Pyrogoyf and flashing back Formless Genesis over and over, retracing it. Could have been a cute line. A whopping 7 damage. Yeah, even if they could reanimate Archon here, it'd just not be good enough, right? Really glad I decided to cut the Chalice plan. Vexing Bobble's pretty pleasant. So I'm going to cut either 6 or Bombardiers. I wonder if I'm supposed to be Transferring. I think Jorb said that once. He came into my stream and he was like, "One thing I like about your stream, Caleb, is I can never tell if you're playing cube or constructed." Yeah, thinking about these 6s, about whether or not they're better than Trinisphere. That is an interesting opener. Basic Island. I think I might bin Wasteland Mox Diamond. Could play my second diamond out there. I don't think I want to. I think I'll let this happen. Well, like if they just play a frog on turn 2, then I think I want to Pyroblast it. Very tempting to Pyroblast that Brainstorm. Decrease their ability to find a Wasteland here. Possibly correct. If they have Daze and don't have a land drop, though, it's a little awkward. Alright, I'll admit it. I should have Pyroblasted either the Force Will or the Brainstorm. Taking the Macabre there is interesting. Because they're going to have like a 1-turn window. To reanimate. I agree, Spawn. This band's releasing a new album. We're at card parity and an active saga. You feel like I'm okay? I don't know about that, Kennel. So, like, if you Thoughtseize and take the Fairy Macabre there, when the saga's about to go find potentially a graveyard hate piece, it kind of implies that they're going to, like, make an Archon this turn or something, right? Which just beats me. So I'm not... Oh, hey, they're passing. Never mind, we're in a great spot. Lava Spur Boots is so much damage, right? It's like a full turn off the clock. Possibly giving the opponent too much credit. No idea, old study. Stealing someone's lantern would be petty. It really would be, right? Especially one that's here to guide souls. Seems like a pretty important lantern to leave alone. What are you gonna do with a soul guide lantern? So you let this resolve. They take 6 and go to 5. It's like fine, right? Snuff out would be hilarious from them there. So saying solid if Wasteland is good, and it's pretty bad otherwise. I guess you keep it. Same spawn, but Wilder decks certainly get published. Yeah, it'd be a pretty good cube hand, right? That sounds like a different deck, Printable. I do like Microspawn. But usually you're adjusting your whole curve around it, right? A once upon a time mirror. Chalice on 1, please. Chalice on 1. Aw, damn. Well, at least our wastelands look good. Definitely not the mirror. I think the opponent's on Eldrazi. I almost want to leave the City of Traders there. Instead of wastelanding here. Little dangerous. Yeah, let's fucking wasteland them, and then next turn we can Ancient Tomb Bombardiers. Caleb with his crazy rogue brews. Powering out a Minskin Boo in Legacy. No one's ever done this shit before. Little concerned about this Ivugan being like potentially explosive. It's hard to go too deep on Boo as well. Menace, friend. If we had Fury, we could sack face. But I think I want to kill that Mycospawn. So they can't clear my Minsk. Well, then I'm assuming this will draw me a land. I assumed incorrectly. I guess then... oh, I could have still besieged you, but I wouldn't have played my land. I wouldn't have had a land drop for the turn to besiege you the Ivugan. Because the hamster's legendary. I think trying to draw the land makes more sense, though. I still like what I did. I'm gonna discard Fable here. Pump the Pyrogoyf. And hopefully we just have too much stuff for them to answer. Yeah, Gnomes, new ones are Old Soul, Golden Fool, and the Ogre. But that's all that's out so far. Their whole album's not out yet. But this Who song. Pretty excited to see the Who next month. Opening for Iron Maiden. Oh, shit, what up? Hey, the Shack. Thanks to the sub. Thanks to the 74 months there. I feel very fortunate to not have drawn any of my Pyroblasts. Is Force of Vigor better than Vexing Bauble here? Or maybe Hearse? Maybe Haywire might? Oh, I probably want Needle for the One Ring, right? Yeah, they usually play like 2 1-rings, chalices that I don't care about. And then the rest is just like lands and Eldrazi. So I want Haywire Might, maybe Needle. We want to cut back on these baubles. The baubles, they do nothing. Play a couple Hearse, I guess. Not great, but I think there is a lot of different ways to skin that cat spawn. Even like not upticking Minsk and saving it to downtick, totally fine, right? So many different ways to lethal. I've not played 6 yet, no. It's felt pretty slow. Should maybe just be more Fables and Bombardiers and the like. This is a turn 1 Myco spawn. It's pretty vomit-inducing. Yeah, in the Cloud Post deck, some people were like cutting back on Elvish Spirit Guides and stuff, and just like very clearly one of the better things to be doing is powering out that card, if you're playing it. This is a little weird, but I might Needle Wasteland here. Despite Wasteland being so good against them. And this protects, like the Urza Saga here. Now I get to activate Urza Saga on too. I'm expecting a fairly large Kolaghan's Command this turn. Probably hit one of my Saga tokens. Or I guess, no. Because I'll be activating on their end of turn. I think they're going to play it on my end of turn. And look at 4 cards. Alright, yeah, 4. Look at 4 cards. Now they have all the mana in the world. Really Goblin Lackey? I feel like that deck is like extremely feast or famine. Where like its draws just like make it look like trash. And it never does anything. Or it looks like exceptional like this. That's been my experience. The Fleshraker cometh. They did not do nothing on turn 2. They played a Kozilek's Command for 4, right? Turn 1 was Eye of Ugin, Lotus Petal, Lotus Petal. Sowing Mycospawn finds Eldrazi Temple. Turn 2 was Eldrazi Temple. Kozilek's Command for 4. This is their turn 3. Was really hoping for a Fury here. Mox Diamond's actually kind of sick. I think I need to get the Shadow Spear. Wasted? Not even close, Pernoble. That mana is stored in play. Kind of reads like a Dismember to me, where I'm going to lose both my constructs. If you can't attack and gain life, then the Mox Diamond might be better. You're talking about for my last turn decision, Man. Yeah, maybe the idea is that I'm gonna need to attack and gain life at some point, right? Like I can't just like not block the Thought Knots here or there. We didn't know that they had Dismember, right? Still a good chance that that Shadow Spear ends up being relevant. I'm not going to attack here, but I'm going to equip Boots, use my mana. Maybe I should attack. They attack me down to 1. And then next turn... I'm sorry, they would attack me down to 3, and then I would activate down to 1 next turn. And equip Shadow Spear. Yeah, fuck it, let's go. That's fucking fascinating. Maybe I don't activate this Saga. Hey. How about that? How about that? Yeah, the Fury, I think, was pretty important, right? I was like, I want to draw a Fury. Can I draw a Fury? And then we finally got there. Got the Fleshraker off the board. Won at 1 life. Never ended up equipping Shadow Spear, but you could have seen how that might be the play, right? That's true here. Probably best that Shoal is not a playable card. Just the sickest riff. Bunch of terrible cards didn't end up being something good. Mother of Goons. Ah. Well, this is all bad for me. Maybe I can loot into Besiege You as an answer to Ruby Medallion. Nope. Probably just not very alive here. Post board, we can board in Force of Vigor and Trinospheres. But I think my opponent's pretty well set up for a turn 2 kill. And even if they weren't, it's not like I can win particularly quickly over here. Elemental Eruption. Well, my opponent has not played a match with their version of this yet, or at least not in this league. It is indeed the Make a Dragon Storm card. What if they just don't have another red source? What if this is their whole turn? That would make things a little more interesting. Is that a whiff? I assume the long pause means that this is a whiff. Nope, there's their mountain. Still correct for them to Ren's Resolve first in case they hit a land off the Ren's Resolve. But yeah, I can't imagine they wanted to hit double Eruption. Burning Wish for another card draw spell. Yeah, we super have lethal next turn, but I don't think we're gonna get another turn. We'll see what they do. Let's make our sagas so we can F6. I think I can beat this. I'm just thinking. Because Reflection on Pyrogoyf is worth another 8 damage. Like, I could clear 2 of these, and then they've got 16 damage coming in. We can gain life. I think I just float. I can always make one with the other Saga. A little bit worried about self-damage from my Ancient Tomb. Their tokens have prowess. I mean, if I fucking tent them... Let's see. Because enchantments go into the graveyard. If I tent them down to 1, then they kind of gotta block everything. Lava Spur Boots could give me like one more attacker, one more thing that they have to block. Sorry, just thinking. Trying to figure out if Shadow Spear or Lava Spur Boots giving me another haster is better. And I actually can't figure it out. It's hard. Shadow Spear gives me a life buffer. Well, the Lava Spur Boots would remove one more dragon, is the thing. And I think that might be more important than gaining 6 life. Could be 8 life if I have to tap the Ancient Tomb, though. Does the trample matter from Shadow Spear? It might, actually. Force them to double block a Pyrogoyf. Force them to double block the fresh Pyrogoyf. Yeah, not very confident. Why not equip first? To this? This isn't dealing the damage. This is dealing the damage. I can't equip to the token that's coming into play. The Construct actually gains me the most life. Because the Goblin Shaman's going to make a token here. We can actually activate the Saga here. And that'll lead another dragon. That's certainly worth 2 life. The first Pyrogoyf did not deal 5 damage. That creature deals damage to its power to any other target. That is how Pyrogoyf works. This creature dealt 10 damage. This creature dealt 0 damage. This creature triggered, but I dealt 5 damage with this creature. I found that out literally in Cube the other day when my opponent played a Barrowgoyf and the Death Touch mattered. Very frustratingly, playing for in my last 64 person. They killed my giant Toidle. Gildy wins. Usually they play some Graveyard Recursion. I don't know if Hearse is going to be any good there, though. Because they play a bunch of rituals, and then they play their Recursion card. I kind of want to keep my green count up for Force of Vigor. Oh yeah, we have Soul Guide Lantern for Past in Flames. What does Vexing Bauble hit? Lotus Petal? Is that it? I don't think I actually want Vexing Bauble. I don't think they play very many free cards. And it actually, like, makes so I can't pitch cast Force of Vigor. I actually didn't know this Printing of 6 existed until I was building this deck. It was the first one that popped up. Well, that's sweet. A little bird. Does the Boiler not hit the Storm Cookies? Are you talking about Bobble hitting Storm Copies? It does not. The song is Liliana by Gygax. Gygax, a defunct band. One of my favorite rock groups. Never got to see them live. They're in the Cali region. They put out 3 pretty banger albums. And then after they disbanded, they had a couple of tracks they were working on that they just like posted to their Bandcamp. What am I supposed to pitch? Did I just pitch Force of Vigor to Force of Vigor? Uh-oh, they got a backup. Was definitely supposed to play Once Upon a Time before the Force of Vigor, unless I was going to pitch the Once Upon a Time. Formless Genesis is just not very exciting here, right? It would make a 1-1. Ren would be a lot better. Oops Upon a Time, yeah. Where does Chapin's Rap rank in my MTG music rankings? Very low. This track, however, I rate very highly. My center mouse button has been sticking a lot lately. What if I should just swap it out? Have a spare mouse over there. I was planning on casting Once Upon a Time. I could get Commercial District, though. Maybe that's better. Yeah, there's no way. Just a fucking 3/3 shitter. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about this Formless Genesis. I think it might take a bit too much work in Modern Magic, right? And Loamy and stuff. I thought it'd be cute to trigger a Pyrogoyf with it, right? It is a changeling after all. Thought it'd be cute with Loam. Has not been playing out well. I know we're 3-0, but like that's been kind of despite this card instead of because of it. Not the matchup for it. Yeah, because it's more of like a grindy matchup. Grindy matchup card. I wonder how many actual like grindy matchups there are in Legacy in this day and age. How many matchups you can actually afford to just loam every turn. A more traditional land style list. What do you mean by that, Mother of Goons? Are you talking about the all-in lands deck? They board in Tireless Tracker sometimes. I imagine that Tireless Tracker plays better with your explorations and stuff than Formless Genesis does. That deck puts all the lands into play, right? And then there's the Make It 2020 deck that definitely doesn't have space for this card. Then why would they? They're making 2020s. It doesn't sound good to me, Mother of Goons. So far, I'm giving this card the thumbs down. Wow. Were they, like, fishing for flips or something? I feel like I got very lucky there. I mean, I feel like I got very lucky to win game 1, too. There's a land enchantment that plays Tarmogoyfs. There's not a playable land enchantment that makes Tarmogoyfs, though. If that's a thing that you're concerned about. No Wasteland, unfortunate. Do I need to get Myers' Saga rolling? I was planning on playing the Fable this turn. Yeah, I tried Nick Fit recently, Mother of Goons, with the green flare. It was kind of fun. I got like turn 1 opposition agented 1 round and just wanted to like huck my keyboard against the window, but Formless has the retrace thing, so could just play it as a 1-of. You could. The thing is, like, it has to be good sometimes to even be worth running as a 1-of, right? I haven't wanted to play it at all. Maybe it's worth testing in like a control matchup. In that case, like a single card, the single copy in the sideboard could be okay. Hey, that's exciting. I don't know if I should get my Saga rolling or just keep loaming them. Do you think this is a Beans deck playing Urza's Saga? It is not. Okay. We're facing a Cephalid Breakfast. I should not have been to my lantern. That was a whoopsie daddle. Can they combo through double Vexing Bauble? That might be hard. Oh, right. They play Nadu too. We just scoop to this, right, and save time. I don't have any instant speed removal or anything for this. Oh, Pyroblast. I should have cracked a bauble looking for Pyroblast. That was my out. I actually wonder about Force of Vigor. Let's leave those out and play the Haywire Mine instead. Really wish these Furies were Pyrokinesis here, huh? Kind of wondering if Trinisphere is interesting. And I'm considering Hearst too. We'll try cutting the bad cards and see if that helps. Hey, you're in stream. Thanks for the sub. Yeah, they saw us play Loam last turn or last game, so it makes sense that Lantern's in as a part of their Saga package. Yeah, I really wish I remembered to crack those baubles for Pyroblast, huh? No reason not to have cracked them. I just haven't drawn my main deck Pyroblast at all this league, so I forgot they're in here. Gross. Once Upon a Time has been like largely worse than a land in my games so far. They actually can't combo off with Nadu next turn, which makes me want to grab a Lantern of my own. I should not be hitting a sorcery out of the graveyard. I have Power Goyf in my deck. Considering hucking a Mox Diamond for 2 damage. Probably wrong. Yeah, Lava Spur Boots costs 1 to equip, so it wouldn't have worked here. If I draw on a lane for the turn, though... Yeah, I wonder if second that Mox Diamond would have worked out. Looks like this got me there anyway. Considering Force of Vigor on the draw or Vexing Bauble could just be another way to have. I don't think it's a Fairy Macabre sort of matchup, no. Fairy Macabre would be reasonable if you like very specifically were worried about them having Teferi in play and Cephalid comboing. I'm more concerned with the Nadu combo than the Cephalid combo. We have a lot more stuff for the Cephalid combo. Hey, Traveler OSRS, thanks for the sub. Thanks for the 7 months. Glad you're enjoying the legacy. We are short on green cards for Force of Vigor, which is why we would be cutting artifacts. But it could be like another way to disrupt them efficiently. Vexing Bauble stops Dread Return. I wonder if they like cut that part of their deck, if they think we have too much graveyard hate. It's been a lot of fun, Francis. I don't think I want to play Saga next turn, because I think I want to play Bombardiers on 3. So I think I'm going to fetch, then play the Hearse. Then just have too many artifact things doing the same things. Oh no, I want to play Urza's Saga, even if I'm not going to be activating it. Because I want it to be able to go get Needle for a Nomad. Has the new Duskmourn card been more fun than Tarmogoyf? I don't think it's been especially playable. Similar to Tarmogoyf. Yeah, that's the idea, Francis. I don't think it's good, though. I don't think the Changeling card's playable for my games, unfortunately. I could Once Upon a Time looking for Wasteland. It's pretty bad if you whiff on the Wasteland, though. I do wish I had some kind of disruption here, some kind of interaction hub. Using the Saga as a shuffle effect here. And the Saga can find Needle, which can break the Lantern, and then I just have nothing, hate-wise. Kind of regret leaving the Force of Vigors out. I haven't drawn the cards that they would have been in the slot for, though. I think I should have played the Ancient Tomb last turn, in case I wanted to activate Saga here. It's pretty clean at that, and then leaves you colored mana for other stuff. Opponent's got some tanking to do. So this is a spot where Pyrokinesis would be a lot more interesting than this Fury Hum. Oh well. I forced them to answer 2 hate pieces. They did. So it goes... Yeah, some instant speed interaction, creature-wise, would have been good here. Whether that's Pyrokinesis. I mean, if you're playing Bombardiers, Fury's just better. It's just better than Pyrokinesis, even if there is a matchup or two like this. Reason for exiling the graveyard? I wanted the artifact in the graveyard per noble. I'd play the, that Goyf, right? Yeah, so it looks like Bauble would have at least stopped that. I don't know what I would have cut for the extra Baubles, though. Just not enough space. Maybe the Furies. Maybe Furies just, like, not actually good against them. They were never really exposing creatures to it. And any creature they expose to it is also vulnerable to, like, Broadside and Pyrogoyf. Yeah, I think the Furies should not have been in hindsight. That's alright, though. You live, you learn, Good old live, learn. Draenosphere would not have been bad either, just to slow them down. It wouldn't have stopped them, but it would have, like, made their combo, like, 3 turns instead of 1 turn, right? Well, thanks for watching, folks. Let's brew up the next thing. Nice little 4-1. Yeah, I was not happy with these cards, which makes the deck look like this. Which means that you, like, up these counts or whatever, and then you end up just being, like, a mono-red beat deck, splashing Minsc and Boo and Loam. Which, maybe that's good. Maybe that's maybe that's totally reasonable. Alright. I need a bathroom break. I'm gonna go do that real quick. We're gonna run a 3-minute break. That'll give me time to